Mr. Drasner, you've known him for 20 years?
I've known Steve for roughly 20 years, but I met who he was over the last 6 months.
Ooh.
We were business associates, and this whole hot dog cart thing I thought was just going to be fun. Two old guys in Florida selling hot dogs for 2 hours a day gets me out of the house, gives me golf money, and it turned into a political matter. I don't have drama in my life. Steve knows that. I'm just against drama. This is drama.
Well, certainly you're right in the right place to avoid it.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you.
Well, tell me this. So was it solely about the flag that made you want to pull out, or was it other things in that was
It
just sort
was,
of in addition?
It's actually the wording when he said, it's my right to do this. He didn't take into consideration our relationship at all. It's my right, I can do it. We all have rights. Just because it's your right doesn't mean you should do it. Plus, from a business perspective, it wasn't the smartest decision someone should make by hanging a political flag. Having it MAGA makes it even worse.
Are you familiar with politics in Florida? It's more than 50%. It's a Republican state.
So you wanted to keep the flag because you thought it was actually smart for business. It wasn't about politics.
I did. I mean, you see trucks up and down the street, go Trump, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, hey, maybe I can get some of those guys to stop and eat our hot dogs, make more money, because the plan that we put together wasn't working.
But it had only been 2 months, right? February you started business, it was April, so you didn't really give the business much chance.
I didn't quit.
He could have continued to run the business, but instead, he shut down the business. We were averaging 8 customers in 2 hours for lunch. We needed to get to 25. Hanging a MAGA flag, we're alienating half of the potential customers out there.
All right. Judge Juarez.
Okay, so I think what you're saying is that by having a Trump flag, you're basically just shrinking your potential base from 100% down to something around 50%.
Yes.
And I think you're saying that this is such good advertising that the pro-Trump folks down there are going to say, I want to eat at that hot dog stand.
Yes.
But regardless of who's actually right, I want to know more about how much money you were actually bringing in, like per day. Do you have an estimate?
The latter months, $50 a day.
Okay.
And we needed to do $150 a day to achieve, if you will, our golf money.
Got it. So going back to the contract, I'm of the opinion that it really doesn't even matter how you interpret paragraph 5, because that really only applies to what happens if everybody's been fully reimbursed. So to me, we have to try to figure out what the contract says if everybody hasn't been fully reimbursed. And I think the answer is it doesn't.
There's a void there. There's a void.
There's a void, right? So you both have submitted some reimbursement evidence. And the reimbursement payment summary lists both of your initial investments. Do you both agree that those numbers are correct?
Yes.
For the most part, yes.
All right. And then there is an amount reimbursed, about $434 for you, Mr. Prevo, and about $596 for you, Mr. Drasner. And that you each are due approximately the amount to gain back your reimbursement. Just doing some basic subtraction, you would end up with that amount. Mm-hmm. Mr. Prevo, assuming that you're not going to continue to operate the business, what do you believe would be a fair result here?
I would say the money that's owed to me for the license and the repair on the cart, and I offered that to Jack, which is like $1,100 and some odd dollars, whatever the number is here, then I'd be happy.
What about Mr. Drasner? What about the money that he laid out?
As long as I'm taken care of, he can have the cart and everything else inside the warehouse, and he can sell it.
Mr. Drasner, does that sound like a fair result to you? And if not, why?
No, not at all at this point. If Mr. Prevo wanted to sell the cart for more than the $4,000 that I had it advertised at, he had every opportunity to call me, return a phone call, return a text, and say, I think we should go for $5,000 so we can get our full reimbursement back and we don't have to take a hit. The reason I sold it for $4,000, I was maybe
Did you actually sell it? You mean you loaded?
I was trying to sell it.
Right.
Yeah, I could, but to get a quick hit, get it out of there, get it out of his warehouse. We don't have to deal with it. We each take a small hit. We get back equal 80-20 out of the funds. But
Go ahead, Judge Corriero.
Listen, I think this case is a microcosm of the challenges we face in this country. Because you think what you did was good for business, and you think what he did was bad for business. So put aside the politics. The two of you were friends. Why can't you agree with each other?